Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, Craft Plan Write. For those of you that are new here, welcome. My name is Maggie, and today I'm going to show you how to make these little mini notebooks. The style that I've chosen is sort of a shabby, grungy, distressed look. Sort of different styles, different types of paper. You can write little notes, put them in your journals, give them as gifts. Really cute. So to get started, what you'll need is some scrapbook paper, or really any kind of decorative paper to use for the outside. Now, these are scraps, and I've used different sizes, but just to give you an idea of what I'm working with here, it's a little, about 3 1/4 inches wide, about 10 inches long. And again, different scrap paper. This one's 12 inches long, and it's a little bit wider. It's 3 1/2 inches wide. So anything that you have that will make a decent sized notebook. So what I've done is I've taken the long strips that I have and just approximately folded down almost 2 inches from the top to make the cover, the top flap, top flap. Then I've gone another a little over 4 inches in the middle to put the notebook paper together. And then the rest of it flaps over. This one's about 3 1/2 inches. And then flapped over. So I just fold it down so I have the base of the actual notebook. And I've done several at a time. This is scrapbook paper. You can use any kind of paper you want for the inside. I just have a different variety here. I have some coffee dyed, which I've already cut sort of to fit the scrapbook paper. I have some lined paper that I cut, again, down to size. Some colored lined paper. Some craft lined paper, and then some craft paper that's blank. So I'll just mix it up. Have a different variety for each notebook. You're going to need some buttons and some fabric pieces or paper pieces, little snippets, just to give everything a decorative edge. I've also used some distressing ink, and I've stamped different notebooks. So where I start is, I start off, I generally like to add 5 pages or more. About 5 or 6. So I will just go ahead and just place these down. No particular order. I just center these. They're all different sizes, so Just kind of eyeball. You can always trim down. Probably too much. Actually, then I need to just, what I've done here is stapled. Okay, so now that all the paper's trimmed down, what I'm going to do is staple. So I centered the paper, folded it down, and just stapled in the middle of it. I'm going to leave just about a 1/4 inch or so at the top. So I'll go ahead and show you how I did it. So I just pretty much lined up all the paper, and again, I've already trimmed it down. And you could just eyeball this, that is centered on both sides, and then just a little space up on top. I'll go ahead and finish these others. So another thing you can do is, instead of stapling to the top part of the scrapbook paper or your cardstock, you can staple it to the bottom part. Like I did here in this finished one. So this one I stapled to the top, this one I stapled to the bottom. So since I did all these in stapled to the top, I'm going to go ahead and do this last one here to the bottom. So it's the same idea. You just line up the paper. Leave a little bit of space, kind of center it on both sides. And just staple it down. There you go. So to give it a little more character, I like to kind of tear the edges. That way it's just not a straight edge here. And you could either tear them or use the tear ruler. I've done both ways. Either way works. And it has an angle to it, so it looks better that way. Or you can tear it. And then what I'll do next is distress it. So now I need to add a button for the closure. Not too small, but kind of just the right size. That way it'll hold down the flap. I'm just using regular tacky glue. And then what I do is I just put glue on the bottom half of the button. That way the paper can tuck underneath it. And stay closed. Then I'll go ahead and put a strip here. I just have kind of random scrap paper. I'll give it a little bit of color. And because I don't like straight edges, I'm going to go ahead and just tear it. I won't use my scissors. And then I'll distress it afterwards. maybe fussy cut some of this design. And let's add a little singing. How about adorable? Oh, you can even put it up here. I'll put it here. Let's go ahead and glue down a snippet of fabric. And there you go. Little notebook. Stick in your junk journal. Make a few of them as a little set. Give them as a gift. So I'm going to go ahead and work on these. Do the same thing. Just give it some character and add a few little embellishments. And there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And just a reminder, down below in the description box are links. I'm actually giving away the printables to the materials that I used. I've scanned the paper, the snippets, the buttons, the inside paper that I used here. I scanned it all to give it to you so you can go ahead and make your own little mini flip notebook. So be sure to check in the description box below for the link, and go ahead and download and print those and make your own mini notebooks. So if you want to see more of my content in the future, please be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. I hope you have a great day. Happy crafting, and bye for now.